What's up, y'all? It's Truth Tiger, and I'm going to talk about some big demons that got taken off of me last night. Going to give praise to God, praise to the Creator, praise to Jesus Christ. He's the one who opens up eyes and, opens up hearts and shows the way, and, it's all spiritual. Demons are real, and, for anyone who's been around narcissists, they will attest that demons are real. It's definitely some kind of a demonic spirit underneath the person. It's not just, a person's carnal flesh, but, there's some demons going on with the narcs. But I'll get back to my main point, though, which is the big demons that came off of me last night. So I'm a very spiritually in tune person. I can feel different, movements on my body. Sometimes I'll feel like a cold spot on my arm, or I'll feel something tight, or I'll feel this like pins and needles sensation. I'll feel like my body's like made of cardboard or something, and I'll get all these weird kind of feelings and sensations when I know certain spirits are coming into my body or coming off my body, and stuff like that. And typically when I'm taking demons off of myself, I will get this cardboard kind of feeling. And as weird as this may sound, there's a substance called salvia, and it's something people smoke and kind of get high on a little bit, and I don't even think it's illegal. But if you've ever done it, there's a certain feeling your body gets where you feel like cardboard. And when I'm in spiritual warfare and when I'm trying to take demons off of myself, I get that same, kind of feeling. So, yeah. But, staying to my point of demons and taking demons off of me, I've had a lot of experiences where I've used various different techniques to take demons off of myself. The vast majority of these techniques involve prayer, meditation, fasting, just those kinds of things. Even Jesus says, someone came to Jesus with demons, and Jesus says, for these kind of demons, you have to, do prayer and fasting. I can't just call it out in Jesus' name, I can't just call it out in my own name, and I've experienced that, where there are some demons I can call out in the name of God, but not all of them. And sometimes I just have to talk to myself, tell myself to relax, things like that. And I really believe it's demons that are causing me to have various health issues, depression, autoimmune disease, asthma, things like that. And I really believe those demons came from narcissistic abuse. And I don't know any of this for sure, but I really get the sense. And if it's not a demon, it's something demonic. It's something from Satan. It's something from hell. It's some weird evil thing that's on me, messing with me and causing me to have these issues that I've been struggling with. And I've had success just kind of talking to myself, just telling myself, hey, relax. And I've really felt big releases come off of my body, but it's a lot of, I don't even know if it's demons or if it's just like a satanic structure, but there's some kind of bad, funky spiritual stuff on me, and I feel like it really just takes a lot to get it all off. I'll have a great day, big day, breakthrough, big release, and I can feel it in my body, and I'll feel the craziest things. All of a sudden I'll feel right now in my leg, I'm feeling all of a sudden my ankle feels all hot and weird. Sometimes I'll feel a stabbing sensation. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have scratches all over my body. Sometimes I'll get done in the gym and I'll have a huge rash in a weird place that I didn't even feel. I'll have a giant red spot on my back just out of nowhere, just weird stuff like that. I've even had it where I've been on an elliptical and I'm getting this cardboard feeling like crazy, and I start breaking out in hives and stuff, and it's like just doing some cardio was pushing that demon out, literally exercising it out, in the most literal kind of terms. And even making videos like this and just kind of making progress in life, I feel like gets these demons out, and just like telling my story and stuff and being real, and and especially some of the risky videos I make, like talking about how I left Judaism, and the problems I had with my upbringing in that, and with the religion and culture of that, stuff like that. I'll talk about Jezebel, and I'll talk about feminism and liberals and whatever, and how I don't think that's good. I'll talk about the church and organized religion and how I don't think that's good, and not always popular, but I really feel like those videos in specific, just, it's like I can feel spiritual weights coming off of me. And it's not just me, it's like the things around me. Like, my car had this light on, like a tire pressure sensor light, and it was driving me crazy because my tire pressure's fine. I kept checking it, and then I'm looking into it. It's like, if you want to replace your tire pressure sensor, it's $500, and I'm like, this doesn't make any difference to the car, the way the car performs. I really don't, my car already has 100,000 miles on it. I don't want to just do some extraneous thing like that, like if it needs an oil change, if it needs new brake calipers, brake discs, brake pads, new tires, whatever, I'll do all that. If we need to change the spark plugs, whatever, I'll do all that stuff. But I really just didn't want to have to deal with this thing. And then after I made the video about leaving Judaism, it just went away. And that light hasn't come on in my car for 2 weeks. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, all right, I'll take it, So it's things like that. I'll circle back to what happened last night. So last night I was just meditating, just kind of doing my breathing, just trying to relax myself. And I just kind of felt this just when I was standing in my kitchen. And I was kind of thinking on some stuff. I was thinking a lot about narcissists and getting narcissists out and not having any bad people in my life. And I was thinking about I have arachnophobia. So spiders scare me. And I've been realizing this is kind of going away. I used to if there was some YouTube video about some spider or something, I wouldn't be able to watch it. It would just give me the willies too much. And if I would, I'd really have to work up a lot of courage, and I'd have to really make a whole thing of it. And lately I've been all right, I don't really feel as bad about this kind of thing as I used to. I'm not as afraid of these spiders and tarantulas and crap like that as I used to be. And I was thinking maybe that relates to some kind of demon or some kind of evil person, and I think it does, I think it does relate to some kind of something evil or satanic that I'm dealing with. And I was just thinking about that, and I'll make a separate video about that when I have more knowledge and info on that. But I was just thinking about that, and all of a sudden I just feel this massive weight come off my right shoulder, a massive weight, and I jumped back and I screamed out. It was so startling and sudden that I literally screamed. I was like, ah! I was like, whoa! It was some big crazy thing was just pulled out of my shoulder, and I just felt lighter, and I still feel way lighter, and there's more stuff to be taken out. There's more deliverance to be done, but just I just had this moment where I was just oh my God, just a huge release, just this big, heavy, massive weight that was just clawed into my shoulder, just bam, just came out all of a sudden. And I was just whoa, I screamed out because it was so startling, and it was so sudden that I just said, thank you, God, and I was whoa, this stuff's for real. I'm if anybody here watching this video has had similar experiences, comment below, comment below, because I have this stuff happen daily, every single day, and everywhere I've searched, I haven't really gotten good answers for it, or people who really know what's going on. The people in the churches and stuff don't know what's going on, I don't know. I look at stuff, and it just seems like there's a lot of liars and schemers and scammers and fake people and manipulators and people trying to start some kind of a cult or something, and people just trying to get people to give them money and stuff. So I really, when I search about these things and look into these kind of spiritual things, I just see like, man, there's so many deceivers, liars, and manipulators and stuff like that. So I guess I just have to, ask God, and then, report my findings to you all, so the truth can get out, and people can understand what's happening with these experiences, and can be set free. And I really think the catalyst of it was me just saying, hey, I'm going to tell my story, even if it makes a few people mad, even if it makes a lot of people mad, even if people don't want to hear it, I'm going to tell the truth, because like, God is the truth, and how can you be with God if you're a people pleaser who doesn't want to tell the truth, And I really believe that was the main catalyst for me to have this this just massive moment of release and this massive moment of healing. And I've been having a lot of moments of release and moments of healing and stuff like that. Like, I had one last week. All of a sudden, I've had a lot of stuff where like my pec muscle in the chest will start spasming, my lat in the back, my back muscle will start spasming, my hamstring and my leg will start spasming all of a sudden, and my diaphragm will start spasming. Like, I've had this, and I'm sitting there, and there's all of a sudden just boom, 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 and I just feel lighter. And I've had a lot of stuff in my lungs specifically, where I'm just getting this cardboard feeling, and I know this spiritual like black mist is like coming out of me, and it's like I have this dark cloud around me, and that dark cloud is now dissipating, and I have all these weights on my shoulder, and these weights are being taken off, and I just have all this kind of just this heaviness on me, and it's just, it's coming off, praise God. Stay on the spiritual path and stay true to God, and you'll be delivered from these demons, You'll be delivered from this oppression, follow the path of God, and, He will make you lighter, Jesus Christ is the real deal, 100%, and He will lighten your load big time, all the way. And, stay spiritual, stay good, and you will be, let free and redeemed. And stay away from narcissists, too, because I really feel like a lot of these demons came to me from narcissists and just being around these nasty, evil people. And the nasty, evil spirits that surrounded them jumped on me, And, yeah, really I do, And I think a lot of it also just comes from the family I came from, and, some kind of a generational curse or something like that, because, like, going back to my shoulder, like, as a little kid, like, I could never throw a baseball overhand properly. That might sound weird. I could throw a football, I could throw a punch, but when you throw a baseball, it's like you're making this, like, whipping motion, and you're really extending your full overhand. I can't really do it in the car, but you're just like, you're going like, really just going like that. And it's not like a brute strength move. Like, if you look at most baseball pitchers, they're usually kind of skinnier or whatever. And it's like I had something in my shoulder that was just like tight, Even when I talk about it now, I'm feeling something kind of in the back of my arm here on the tricep, and, but it's like, I had this thing since I was a little kid where I couldn't throw a baseball. My brother had the same thing, and, we would talk about it, and, I never knew what was going on, and, never got any answers. But I remember he'd be like, you can't throw a baseball? I can't either. I'm like, Like, I don't know, yeah. And it's just something where, and I was a little embarrassed about it, I guess, but I was just like, well, that sucks. I'm not going to be a good baseball player, I guess, because of this, And like I said, I can throw the football fine, but if I have to, like, put my arm all the way back, and really whip it, there's something in there that's just tight, and I really think that it's some kind of generational curse or some kind of a thing like that, and whatever it is, I'm taking it out, I'm getting rid of it, through the power of God, not just me on my own, obviously. I need the Spirit of God to do all this. I can't do all this stuff by myself. It's not possible. But, on our own, we do have to meditate on these things, pray on these things. We have to use our own will to ask God to have these things released and to put our own energy and efforts toward this, definitely, though. But at the end of the day, it's God who's going to release these things and set ourselves free from these things. And it's part of our journey, it's part of our growth, and when we reach certain points in our growth and in our spiritual journey, when we reach certain milestones, like, things just get taken off, and things that we were being oppressed by and held back by and held down by are taken off of us, and again, like, I'll really feel things in my body, like, I really will. When the Spirit of God is with me strong, like, I just feel it, and people around me feel it too. Like, don't get me wrong, like, people around me will react, and even if I'm thinking certain things, people around me will react and stuff, and like, it's a trip. I don't know how all this stuff works, but it's a massive, massive trip, and everything is spiritual, and like, this 4th of July, like, let's celebrate being free, being spiritually, being set free from the oppression of the devil, being held back with, with physical health issues, financial issues, whatever, but all these things that are, holding us back and weighing us down are being lifted off us, and I can feel myself being healed from certain health issues. I can feel myself, I can feel myself being able to focus better. I can feel myself just more calm. I can feel that I'm less impulsive. I can feel that I handle rejection better. I can feel that just like I'm just in tune. I'm on point, things are working out. And, God's the one that's helping me do that. And God's the one that's really ultimately doing it, So, yeah. God bless everybody. I hope this was a good video. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate everybody who supports me. All the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, all that stuff. Like, I really, really appreciate you all. Have a happy 4th of July. And, yeah, enjoy.